Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Jenny if you don't already know. Today I am going to be doing a Boxycharm unboxing. If you don't already know, this is going to be for January. I did receive my box very late in the month of February. It is February 19th. I received my box yesterday. This is a January box, so I don't know why I received my box so late. I actually got my February one on time and my January one at the end of February. So I don't know if it was just because I subscribed to this Boxycharm around the end of January, around the 25th, I want to say. Maybe that's why I received it so late in February, but I'm still going to go ahead and do a review on this box. One more thing before I get started. If you guys are into beauty, makeup, hauls, first impressions, unboxings, go ahead and pause this video and go down and subscribe so you can keep watching my content. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I do have my little card here that came with all the information on the products, the prices. Let's go ahead and get started. I did notice Boxycharm, I do have the base box. This one is $25 a month for 5 full-size products. I noticed in my box I got an extra product, so 6. I don't know if it's because I got my box so late or if it was just an extra something because I just started my subscription. So I do not have that on my card here, so I will be showing you that product at the end of this review. I'm also going to be doing a makeup look with the first products, which I'm just going to go ahead and get started and let you know. I received this Violet Voss palette, and it's the Olive You Forever eyeshadow palette. And this is what it looks like. This is my first Violet Voss palette, so I don't know. I hear good things about this formulation. I don't know. We'll have to see as we go. So I'm just going to swatch a few of these matte shades. Let's do it right here. Just from that little swatch right there, they feel very buttery. Kind of an odd spot to swatch. Sorry, I'm still getting used to swatching, but those are very creamy and pigmented. So already I'm kind of excited to try that out. So I am going to be doing an eye look with this palette today. And before I get started with that, I'm going to talk about the other products that I received in this box this month. So getting started, I'm going to go ahead and let you know what I got for skincare. The first thing that I received for skincare, which I already used today, everything skincare I did use today, so I'll kind of let you know how I feel about it from this first use. I got this Pharmacy Deep Sweep 2% BHA pore cleaning toner with moringa and papaya. I hope I'm saying that right. So this is just a toner and it's alcohol free from what I've read. So I did use it after I showered. I washed my face, exfoliated and everything, and I went ahead in with this and used a cotton round and went all over my face. And let me tell you, make sure you guys are using toners, because these are the cotton rounds that I used, and look at how dirty they are. And that's it. I double cleansed, exfoliated and everything after during my shower, after my shower. So that just goes to show how good are you getting your makeup off, or how good a toner helps. So far so good. I did like this one and I will keep using it. And like I said in my last, if you haven't seen my last Boxycharm video for February, I will be doing a full review at the end of the year on all my skincare products from Boxycharm. So I will let you know as I continue to use how good they were for me. So the next thing I received was the Do Not Age with Dr. Brandt Triple Peptide Eye Cream. And that's what it looks like. I did use this one also. I noticed it was moisturizing. I mean, it wasn't anything super crazy. I mean, I do notice that my eyes do look very hydrated. they don't look as, I mean, I do have a little bit of texture and a little bit of wrinkling. I am 33 years old, so I'm not that young. I'm starting to age. But from the first use, I mean, I don't notice a big difference, but it did feel very cooling. Actually, not cooling, but I felt a little warm sensation from this, so I don't know if that's what it's supposed to do. But I mean, it wasn't nothing too strong that I couldn't bear. But yeah, I will continue to use this because I am getting older and I need to start using my eye creams. So like I said, I will come back at the end of the year and we'll let you know how that works. Next up is this lip balm, Bali lip balm, sweet orange and coconut lip balm, which is this little lip balm right here. So instructions, it says just to put it on like a regular lip balm, massage onto your lips. From my card here, I was kind of shocked to see how much this lip balm did cost. On my card it says this is a $33 lip balm. I don't know if I would pay that much for a lip balm. I'm just not too into paying that much for something that you can probably find a lot cheaper, other, you know, better ones, or, you know, about the same. But I do gotta say, I'm wearing it on my lips right now and it's very moisturizing. I'm kind of shocked how good it is. I mean, I can kind of see why they charge $33, but it is kind of overpriced for me in a way. But I do feel like it's giving my lips a very good hydration, and I have really dry, cracked lips. So I mean, so far I do like this one. So next and I think the last thing that I received was this 5-piece brush set. I already took it out of the packaging just to save some time. So we got 5 brushes. We kind of got a blending brush here, a little thicker, kind of like a shading brush, a little smaller one, a pencil brush, another like flat shading type brush. And I mean, these are, from what it says here on the packaging, 100% vegan and cruelty free. I don't know if you can see that with the glare on the light. So yeah, they feel soft, they feel good. I will be using this for my makeup look today. And then for my last product, which like I said was not on my card, I don't know if this was a bonus or a free for getting my package super late. I got this iconic London face, it's called the Blaze Chaser Face Palette. So we got a little bit of, we got some blushes, let's see, we got some blushes down here. This one looks like a highlight. It has a nice little sheen to it. Let's just see. Yeah, it's just very light. I like that. This one right here would probably be the one I'd use the most. Oh, that is pretty. So let's see if you can kind of see. My camera's not really picking it up. But that is a pretty peachy gold. And then I think we have some, let's see here. That must be like a bronzer. Sorry, I have lotion on my hands, so I don't know if it's just kind of a little patchy from. But that's like a nice bronzer, and looks like another bronzer. This must be more like a contouring and then a bronzer and then another highlight right here. Let me just see what that highlight looks like. And that one's a little more bright from what it looks like. Let's see. Just swatch it right here. Actually, let me try that again. Hold on. So that highlighter, if you like highlighter, I'm not a big highlighter user, so. Oh yeah, you can even see just a little bit on my bone there. It kind of gives it a nice sheen. So that's really pretty. So I'm excited to use this, and I'm glad that I got this extra product. I think, considering that I got it late, in the next month, for what it's not, for when I'm not supposed to get it, I like it. I mean, can't complain for an extra free product, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with the Violet Voss eyeshadow palette. So these are greens and browns and beautiful colors. Like, I do love this color story. So let's go ahead and get started. I am gonna take this fluffy brush and I'm going to go with the color Wishful, which is this brown right here. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna kind of go with it and see what look we come up. I'm kind of thinking maybe a cut crease or maybe a smoky eye. I don't know. Let's see. So let's go ahead and try this out. So I'm just gonna put that right in. Wow, this is very creamy. Very creamy eyeshadow. I like it so far. It's blending really well. This brush is not bad either. It's blending the product really well. And it doesn't take much effort. So I'm impressed already so far with the first shade and the brush. So I'm going to do the other eye. Okay, so I got that color blended out. Blended very well. I'm impressed. So far I am liking this shadow palette. So now I'm going to go in with the color Wink. And I'm just using that same brush. And I'm just going to go underneath the brow. Just to lighten it up some. Okay, so now I'm going to take this flat brush and my L'Oreal concealer, and I will link everything down below like I have been. So I'm just going to put some on the back of my hand and I'm going to use that to cut my crease. So I'm just going to dip the brush and then I'm going to go ahead and start patting that on. And you're going to go a little further above. I know a little trick, you can just put it on your bottom of your lid, like a nice little piece, and then look up. And that's kind of where it'll mark how far up you want to go on your cut crease. So you just want to follow that. And I'm not going to go all the way down because I'm going to probably put a darker shadow on this outer edge. So just kind of halfway. Look up. And as you can see, it transferred to the top. That's how far you want to go up for your cut crease. Okay, so now that I got my concealer where I want it, I am going to go in with the color Olive Glow. And I'm going to use this flat, fluffy brush. I'm just going to dip my brush in there. And I'm going to go right over that concealer. Oh my goodness. I really am loving the pigmentation of these shadows. And I'm going to leave that inner corner alone because I think I'm going to go in with a little bit of a lighter shade. So I'm just going to place this right in the middle. Of my lid. And I'm not noticing much fallout, so that's another good thing about this palette. I'm thinking I might have to go and check this website out just to see what other shadows they have on other palettes, because I'm impressed with the formula. I'm just gonna keep patting that in the middle just to make sure I got it on the best I can. Okay, so now that I got that green on where I want it, I'm gonna go in with this brush right here, and I'm gonna go in with the color Lovebird, which is kind of a peachy, kind of a pink color. I'm just gonna put that on my brush, and I'm gonna go right in that inner corner and place it down. Then I'm just gonna kind of sweep it and blend it in with that green. So it should look like that. Now I'm gonna go back in with that flat fluffy brush, and I'm gonna go back in with Olive Glow, which is that one that I put right in the middle, and I'm just gonna go back over it just to kind of blend out where that peachy pink color kind of comes in with the green. I'm just gonna blend out the edges. Like that, so you can look, so it looks a little blended. Now I'm gonna go back with this brush, and I'm gonna go in with the color Olive Me, which is a little darker green than that middle one, just to see how that one looks. And I'm gonna go on the outer third. You guys, these colors are so pretty and very good quality. I'm not noticing much fallout. Just kind of blend the edges in. Blend it in with that pink, or I mean that green that's in the middle. And that's what it should look like. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with this matte, I don't know if this is a green or, yep, this is a very dark green, and it's the color Infinity. So I'm gonna go in with that same fluffy brush that I used for the first shade in my crease. I'm just gonna go and get a little bit of that, and it's very pigmented, so just a little bit. It's better to start off with a little bit, because you can always build it up, then get a bunch on there, and then you can't go back once you get a lot on there. And right on the outer corner, I'm just gonna place that and blend it up a little. Very pigmented, very easy to blend. Just do small circles. It should look like that, and I'm not noticing much fallout from that dark color, which is good. Same thing on the other side. Okay, so now that I got that color nice and blended out, I'm gonna go back in with the color Wishful, which was that first brown that we used in the crease, and I'm just gonna go right above those shades that I'd laid down just to blend it in. Just go around the edges of all those colors and blend. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and go to the bottom lashes, or the bottom lash line. I'm gonna go in with the color, let's see, I'm gonna go in with the color Endless Desire, which is this brown. And I'm just taking that fluffy brush. I'm gonna go underneath. And blend it out on the bottom. And I'm gonna kind of bring it down quite a bit because I want it to look, okay, I think we're going for a smoky eyed look here. I love that these eyeshadows do not have a lot of fallout, so it's making my job a little easier. I'm just blowing it out. I'm bringing it out, flicking it out just to kind of make everything blend together. Then I'm gonna go in with the color, just to tie some of that darkness out, I'm gonna bring the same color that I used on that outer corner, which is the matte green Infinity. I'm going to go right in there, and I'm just going to put it on the outer, oh, not outer, a little further in than 2/3 maybe. You can see how pretty that looks and smoky. Oh my gosh, I really am liking these shadows. So it should look like that, and I feel like I got a little too dark, so I'm gonna go in with the color Wishful in that same brush, and I'm just gonna go a little further underneath where I laid that color, just to lighten it up just a little bit. So that's what it's looking like so far. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in and brighten up my inner corners. I am going to go in with the lightest shade in this palette, which is Major Spotlight. And I'm going to go in with that pencil brush that came in that 5-piece brush set. And I'm going to dip that in there. And I'm going to see how bright that is without any setting spray. And that actually is really... Wow, you don't even need a setting spray. That's pretty pigmented and brightening. Bring it down a little bit towards the inner third of the bottom. Just kind of sweep it up into the crease. Wow, that's really a pretty soft color. I'm gonna do a little bit of setting spray just to see if I can intensify that inner corner. Just a little bit. I'm gonna just dip that in there after I wet my brush. And yep, and that did help make it pop a little more. You see that compared to that one. So okay, so I think that is it for the eye look. I think I'm just gonna add a little bit. I think I'm just gonna add a little bit of that. I'm just going to grab that same brush that I used for the concealer. I'm just going to grab a little bit more of that Major Spotlight that I used in my inner corner. I'm just going to go right underneath my eyebrow, just on the highest point, just to add a little bit of highlight. A little bit of highlight to the brow bone. Sorry if you hear my little one hitting the door. He's playing out in the hallway, so he just wants to see what's going on in here. But now I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna add some eyeliner to my inner waterline and some lashes, and then I'll be right back for the next product. Okay, everyone. So I already threw on my lashes and lined my waterline. I will link down below the lashes that I use. I also have a video on how to apply lashes if you want to learn how to do that. So I will link that down below, and also you can always go back to my page and check it out. So now I'm gonna go in with the Iconic London face palette, or yep, Blaze Chaser face palette. Whoop. Oh, good one. Okay, I got a little on my shirt, but that's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with that palette, and I'm going to do a little bit of contouring. I'm not much of a contourer. I don't like to contour my face too much. I mean, I have a chubby face, and it is what it is, so I don't try to hide it with contour too much. So I'm just going to go in with that brown shade right here and a fluffy brush. I'm just going to tap it in there. And these seem very pigmented, so I'm not going to put too much. So I'm just going to go right around the perimeter with that color. A little bit on the sides of my nose, nothing too crazy. I mean, I don't really notice much of a difference. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of contouring, which is not very much. You don't really notice too much of a difference. And then I'm gonna go in with a different fluffier brush, and I'm gonna go in with this pink shade in the middle. I'm just gonna dip my brush in there, and I'm gonna apply my blush right up here. You don't want to apply your blush too low because that's gonna drag your face down. So I like to keep it up more around my temple and the outside of my eye. And sometimes I bring it in just a little bit. And this is a very pretty pink. There is a little bit of shimmer in it, so if you have texture and you don't want to enhance that, I don't know how much you'll like that, but very pigmented. I love blush, which I've probably said many of times in my other videos, so I always go crazy with it. So yeah, I like that. That's really pretty. And then I'm just gonna go back in with that brush that I used for the bronzer, and I'm just gonna kind of blend it out some. And then I'm gonna go in with this softer highlight color. I'm just gonna take that same brush because I don't like for my highlighter to look too crazy. So I'm just gonna put a little bit over my cheekbones, and that has a really pretty sheen to it. Like, I could see myself using this again. A little bit on the forehead. And yeah, I like this palette. It was nice for a little bonus. So now that is it for the face, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up and do my lips. I'm gonna use this lip liner that I got in my February Boxycharm, and this is the Love Letter, the color Love Letter, the Saint Luxe. It's like, it was a duo that I got in my February box, and I'm just gonna line my lips, so I'll be right back with that. Okay, so I just lightly lined my lips because I have a very dark smoky eye going on, so I don't want a bright super dark lip either. So I'm gonna go in now with the color, I'm gonna go in with this L'Oreal Color Riche lipstick, and it's just like a very light brown nude color, and this is in the color Utmost Taupe 983. Like I said, I will link everything down below, and I'm just gonna fill in my lips. I did wipe off that lip balm that I had on. I did wipe it off, but I'm going to reapply because this is a matte lipstick and it's gonna accentuate my dry lips. So now that I've got my lipstick on, I'm just gonna go back in with that lip balm. Just add a little bit of moisture, and I'm gonna keep my lips matte for this look. The lip balm will add a little bit of sheen, but I want it more just to moisturize my lips. So yeah, that is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and this makeup look. So one final review just for everything. The skincare, I already told you how I felt about that, and like I said, I will come back and update. The makeup brushes that came in this month's box, I did like them. They did blend my eyeshadow very well, so I will keep using those. Definitely a good product. And then as for this is probably my most favorite thing out of the whole Boxycharm box. These shadows are very good quality, very little fallout. So I will definitely keep using this, and I'll probably have to look into see what other kind of palettes they have. So definitely worth it. And for the cheek palette, I do love the colors. I love how smooth the formula is. It's not chunky or chalky. The highlight's very smooth and natural. So yeah, I am very happy with my January Boxycharm, even though I got it a little late, but I did get a little bonus item, so it was definitely worth the wait. And yeah, thank you for watching my channel, and please click subscribe